All right, people, we're on site at an undisclosed location. I want to show you the situation. So I built these ramps this morning, and they're 8 feet long. And as you can see, she likes it. Oh, I'll say one thing. I used these wood ones the other day, and it was a little rickety. They did not like it. I had to shore them up with all that blocking. I had to drive those stakes in behind them so they wouldn't slide off. And I had to use jack stands underneath the trailer, which I'll be honest with you, I forgot to throw them under there on these here, and it rolled right up it pretty nice. Now this is steel I had at the house, and what I did was, you can see the heavy tabs I put on there. I'm going to drill some holes to drop some lags down through on my trailers. But what I did in the meantime was just ran a small ratchet strap so that it couldn't, when I'm driving up, it couldn't slide out. As you can see, people, the tracks are thinner than the ramps. What I did was I made these, what did I make them? 10 inches. And I think the tracks are 8. So it goes up it really nice. And I'm going to say this, I don't know if I've got some time in it, right? So I've got like 4 hours in building those. But the steel, I think is, I want to say a strip of that steel, which is 24 feet long, is around 68 bucks. But this other steel in the middle, this was steel I got from Tractor Supply, and I just cut them all up and put them on there. But I'm not afraid to go buy a set of ramps, okay? I know what you're thinking, oh man, why don't you just go buy some ramps? I went and looked at them. They're not as strong as you think they are. I think the strongest ones I seen were 1,500 pounds, and I want to say this machine's closer to 2,000. It went up these, it did not deflect, it did not bend them. I want to say if I had to load rate these, I would say they're good for 3,000 pounds. Which is about, more than that machine is right there. But at the end of the day, I mean, what more do you want, from a guy that's just in his garage tinkering, But let me give you a little rundown on the situation. As you see, the Tacoma's towing it. But let me give you a rundown on the septic situation. So the other day I showed up at this house, and they were like, I had to expose the top, so they got to get their septic pumped out. Oh, it's here. No, it's here. No, it's here. No, it's here. After digging several times with a shovel, I said, I'm going home, seeing you don't know where it's at, and we're going to find it. And if you can see all the dirt that I dug, this was all 2 feet deep. All this was 2 feet deep. And then I finally found it over here. There's the tank, people. So as you can see, it's kind of a situation. There's like a metal dome piece there. What I got to do is I'm going to block this up. We're going to block it up, come up a course, maybe 2 courses. Well, I think 1 good course. And then what I'm going to do is build a metal top for it with a hatch on it. So they don't sell those at the metal hatch store. So I have to make that. But what I need to do is, after they pump it out, they're coming, I think, Wednesday to pump it out. And we're going to go ahead and build that up so that next time we know where it's at. But without that excavator, this would have been a much bigger situation by hand, I can promise you that. As you can see, there's the shovel. I did 3 or 4 holes, and I said, I'll be back. Where are you going? I'll be back. And that's what we did. So when we get all done, we gotta bring a little topsoil in. But as you see, the Tacoma's towing it just fine. We have to go slow with it because I don't want, these machines aren't that heavy, but you still want to be careful with the public, people slamming on the brakes in front of you. But that's the homemade rehab trailer, people. The little rehab trailer, it tows it just fine. Now you say, well, are you sure that's rated for 2,000 pounds? Well, let's say this. I've hauled 2 cord of green wood on there, and you tell me what that weighs. I've had them tires squatted right down. But there's an overview on the ramps. We are going to put them in the dump trailer, we're going to build slots underneath, but we need to get that painted because we don't want that all orange underneath the trailer with rust. So that's the situation. We got the ramps, and what I'm going to do is get a video maybe unloading it so you can see the scenario. This is your boy Bry. I got to get on down the road.